A red-eyed crow flies out from the forehead of a female rapper in her music video, and this is Nicki Minaj levitating during a stage performance. The controversy surrounding occult imagery in music performances by female rappers is heating up, and a closer look reveals some disturbing patterns. Could these visuals be satanic rituals? Let's find out together as we reveal the dark secrets female rappers don't want you to see. Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is no stranger to controversy, and her use of alter egos, particularly Roman Zolanski, adds a layer of complexity and dark themes to her work. Roman, an aggressive and chaotic persona, is often at the center of Minaj's most provocative performances, bringing with him a host of occult and unsettling imagery. Roman Holiday is one of Nicki Minaj's most theatrical performances. The song and its accompanying visuals are a deep dive into the psyche of Roman Zolanski. Her performance of the song at the Grammy Awards that year was particularly mystifying, featuring an elaborate exorcism scene. She arrived at the event accompanied by a gentleman dressed as the Pope, while she herself wore flamboyant red, nun-like religious attire. She opened the show with a dramatic confession to a priest, singing the opening lines to "I Feel Pretty" before a pre-recorded clip mirrored a scene from the film The Exorcist. As she progressed into the track, the heavy occultic imagery became unmistakable. At one point, she even rose into the air, staging a striking exorcism scene. The performance left a lasting impression with dark gothic visuals and a narrative that suggests possession and supernatural struggle. The song itself is filled with frantic energy, and Minaj's portrayal of Roman is both disturbing and compelling. But that's not all. Remember her music video, Chun-Li, where she blends martial arts imagery with a powerful and almost supernatural presence. The video features Minaj in a dark, neon-lit setting, fighting off adversaries with a fierce intensity.
Nevertheless, you took the bait.
The visuals include symbols and themes that some interpret as mystical or even occult. The use of powerful, commanding imagery aligns with the character of Chun-Li, a fighter who draws strength from an almost otherworldly source. Public and critical responses to these elements have been mixed. While many appreciate Minaj's creativity and her willingness to explore complex themes, others criticize her for what they see as promoting negative or occult imagery. Cardi B's music videos and performances are known for their boldness and often provocative nature. Within this context, she has faced accusations of incorporating occult imagery, adding another layer of controversy to her already boundary-pushing persona. The music video for Press is a striking example. The video features Cardi B in a series of intense and unsettling scenarios. One of the most talked about scenes shows Cardi leading a group of women in what appears to be a ritualistic setting. The women are dressed in revealing clothes covered in blood, and the scene is reminiscent of a satanic ritual. This imagery, combined with Cardi's commanding presence, creates a powerful and provocative visual narrative. Her song WAP, a collaboration with Megan Thee Stallion, stirred massive public debate not only for its explicit content, but also for its elaborate and sometimes controversial visual. The music video features mystical, almost unbelievable settings that some have linked to occult themes. In one notable scene, she lay down amidst a variety of moving creatures in a place that resembled an abandoned island, adding to the video's mysterious and provocative imagery. The scenes are bold and unapologetic, showcasing feminine power in a way that is both celebratory and provocative. While some viewers praised the video for its creativity and empowerment, others criticized it for what they perceived as promoting occult or negative themes. The reactions to these videos have significantly impacted Cardi B's public image. Her fearless approach to including controversial elements into her work has gotten her both devoted fans and vocal critics. However, she continues to push boundaries and challenge societal norms. Iggy Azalea. Iggy Azalea's music videos and live performances often feature occult symbols and mystical imagery, which really add an intriguing depth to her artistic style. The official video for Black Widow, featuring Rita Ora, is a notable example of how Azalea blends themes of vengeance and power with visual elements that some interpret as occult. The video is styled like a mini action thriller, complete with dramatic confrontations and a dark, suspenseful atmosphere. Azalea and Ora play characters seeking revenge, with the narrative unfolding in a series of intense, visually striking scenes. In a particular scene, a woman is seen with blonde hair tinted with red, holding a sword and levitating. This unexpected visual, reminiscent of a superhero, leaves viewers wondering, well, does Black Widow fly now? It symbolizes something deeper that we barely understand, adding a layer of mystery and intrigue to the already intense storyline. The imagery also includes Black Widow spiders, a symbol of danger and power, and the use of a red and black color scheme that adds to the ominous tone. These elements create a sense of mystique and tension, enhancing the song's themes of empowerment and retribution. retribution. But that's not all. Azalea's live performances also often reflect these themes with dramatic and powerful visuals that captivate audiences. She uses props and stage designs that evoke a sense of mystery and power, aligning with the darker, more intense themes present in her music videos. Fans have variously interpreted these symbols, with some seeing them as bold artistic choices that add depth to her music, while others view them as mere shock value tactics. Rihanna often faces accusations of using occult and Illuminati imagery in her music and performances, with some of her most famous videos sparking intense debate and speculation. Umbrella is one of Rihanna's most iconic songs, and its music video is often cited for its symbolic imagery. The video features Rihanna dancing under a shower of sparks, which some interpret as representing the Illuminati's all-seeing eye. But that's not all. There's a striking scene where Rihanna appears nude, resembling a dancing statue within a triangular frame. The dark metallic aesthetic and her commanding presence contribute to the mysterious and powerful vibe. The repeated use of the umbrella, a symbol of protection and secrecy, adds another layer of intrigue to the visual narrative. Her music video for Disturbia takes these themes even further, going deep into gothic and occult territory. The video is filled with unsettling imagery, including scenes of Rihanna in various dark and strange scenarios. She is seen trapped in a cage, surrounded by shadowy figures and performing intense, almost ritualistic dance moves. The distorted visuals and haunting atmosphere create a sense of supernatural tension, making the video both captivating and disturbing. These recurring themes have fueled ongoing debates among fans and critics. While some argue that Rihanna's use of such imagery is purely artistic and meant to provoke thought, others see it as evidence of deeper occult affiliations. These controversies have only added to her mysterious persona, making her one of the most talked about figures in the music industry. Azealia Banks. This might sound weird, but Azealia Banks actually wants you to see her rituals. And if you've been following her closely, you're likely familiar with her outspokenness and willingness to engage in unconventional activities. One of the most striking aspects of her public persona is her open practice of witchcraft. Banks has never been shy about sharing her spiritual practices, often posting photos and videos of her altars and rituals on Instagram and Twitter. One of her most talked about works is the music video for Young Rapunzel. If you've seen the video, you can attest that it takes viewers on a strange and fascinating journey through a dark mind, filled with weird and creepy scenes that leave a lasting impression. The video begins with a devilish crow flying right out of her forehead, with one of her eyes glowing red. In another scene, an all-seeing eye appears on a palm surrounded by crows and supernatural landscapes. The all-seeing eye, a symbol often associated with the Illuminati, makes multiple appearances, fueling speculation about her involvement with occult themes. The video feels like a fever dream, pulling viewers into a world that is as fascinating as it is disturbing. But that's not all. Her social media posts provide even more direct evidence of her engagement with the occult. Banks began by posting a disturbing set of clips on Instagram in which she and another person exhumed the bagged remains of her dead cat. She explained in one of the videos to her followers on Instagram, "A lot of you guys don't know, Lucifer the cat died 3 months ago." She continued, "We had to put him in the ground and we're digging him up for the very first time." She further shared images of animal skulls, bones, and other ritualistic items arranged on her altar. One of the most controversial posts involved her boiling her dead cat's skull, which she explained was part of a ritual, saying she's ready. In another clip, she posted a collection of items that included what was presumably her dead cat's skull, a bottle of champagne, a bottle of perfume, a $100 bill, and a crucifix in a pink pot. She tried to justify her actions in one of her tweets, suggesting that black people possess innate supernatural abilities like seeing the future and practicing magic. She believes these powers can help solve problems if everyone learns to develop and use them. Back in December 2016, she posted a strange video on Instagram showing herself cleaning out a closet where apparently chickens had been sacrificed over 3 years. The video starts with Azealia appearing ready to clean, exclaiming about the mess on her floor. However, it becomes clear that this isn't just regular cleaning as the camera shows a small closet covered in feathers and blood. "Guys, you know, I've got to scrape all this up," she says, while blood is visible on the walls. She mentions in the video that this was 3 years of brujeria, or witchcraft in Spanish, but doesn't explain why she was sacrificing the birds. This act shocked many and led to intense media scrutiny, with reactions ranging from horror to intrigue. This isn't the first time Azealia has faced criticism regarding her treatment of animals. She got into a big argument on Twitter with artist Sia, who criticized her for the post. Sia called out Azealia saying, "Sacrificing animals for your benefit is the worst thing I've ever heard. Get ahead by being awesome, kind, and working hard." Azealia didn't hold back. In response, she offered to make a skin ointment for Sia's chapped face and told her, "This is your first warning." Azealia then went on to slam Sia's appearance, saying, "And your ugly, pasty, dry white lady winter skin face is the ugliest face I've ever seen. That must be why you hide it all the time. Have some respect for my traditional African religion, you pompous white." page. Later on, she deleted the post. Despite the backlash, or perhaps because of it, Banks has remained unapologetic about her practices. She had previously admitted to being a witch and revealed in 2015 that her interest in magic came from her mother. Regardless, her integration of these practices into her public persona has made her a popular figure in the music industry. Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim, one of the pioneers of female rap, is known for her daring fashion choices and bold lyrics. However, beyond her public image, there are elements in her work that hint at deeper, more mystical themes. Let's take a closer look at her music videos and performances, which often include occult symbolism. Her music video for Jump Off hides elements of a satanic ritual that may have gone unnoticed by many viewers. The setting is a dimly lit club where Lil' Kim's seductive presence commands the screen. Subtle symbols like a pentagram-shaped necklace and a pink serpent-shaped accessory can be noticed in her attire. In popular culture and certain occult practices, a pentagram can symbolize a few things. It's thought to offer spiritual protection and represents the 5 elements: earth, air, fire, water, and spirit, and sometimes it's linked to occult rituals. Serpents also carry diverse meanings across cultures and beliefs. They often symbolize transformation, fertility, and knowledge. In some contexts, they can also represent temptation or the underworld. The presence of these elements in the video hint at mystical knowledge being involved. But while not explicitly linked to Satanism, they create an aura of mystery and power, suggesting that there's more depth to the video than meets the eye. Kim also takes us on a visual roller coaster in one of her performances for her hit song, The Magic Stick. On the surface, the song is about sexual prowess and confidence, but the video adds layers of complexity with its visual symbolism. The performance is full of high-energy dance moves and vibrant costumes, but look closer and you'll see symbols and gestures that could be interpreted as mystical or occult. Here's one. Take note of her use of black and red color schemes and the incorporation of intricate hand signs. You barely need someone to tell you these are linked to occult practices. Subtle hints like these make the video more interesting. However, it's a mix of entertainment with a mysterious appeal. You could notice more of these if you follow her live performances. Her stage presence is commanding, and her choice of props and backdrops often includes gothic and mystical elements. These choices have sparked various reactions from fans and critics alike. Some view her use of occult symbols as an artistic expression of empowerment and rebellion, while others see it as an attempt to provoke and shock audiences. Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion's music and videos often contain powerful and dark imagery, reflecting her persona of strength and empowerment. Tracks like Savage and Body are major examples of how she blends these themes into her work. Notably, her live performance of Savage at Glastonbury 2022 features compelling visual elements that some viewers interpret as mystical or occult symbols. The video's dark, intense aesthetics align with the song's themes of confidence and self-assuredness. But that's not all. The powerful visuals combined with Megan's assertive presence create a captivating and dynamic narrative. If you've seen her music video for Body, you'll notice similar visuals that highlight themes of power and dominance. The video features Megan and her dancers in a series of dramatic and bold settings, with dark, intense lighting and powerful choreography. These elements enhance the song's themes of body positivity and self-empowerment, creating a strong and impactful visual statement. Critics and fans alike have praised Megan for her unapologetic and empowering approach to these themes. While some see these elements as enhancing her artistic expression, others remain skeptical, viewing them as part of a broader trend of including controversial symbols to gain attention. Doja Cat. Doja Cat's music videos and performances often feature mystical and dark themes. Typically, her works blend catchy, upbeat tracks with visually striking and sometimes unsettling imagery. This blend creates a unique contrast that has captivated audiences around the world. In the official video for Say So, Doja Cat channels a retro 70s-inspired aesthetic, complete with vibrant colors and disco vibes. However, amidst the playful and nostalgic visuals, there are subtle hints of mysticism. For instance, the video features scenes of Doja Cat magically swinging her hands and seemingly casting spells, adding a mysterious perspective to the otherwise cheerful setting. Streets takes these themes further, featuring Doja Cat in a series of dark, moody scenarios. The video portrays her as a powerful, almost supernatural figure, navigating through a dreamlike urban landscape. Scenes of Doja climbing a wall and trapping a man with cobwebs suggest a deeper, mystical narrative. The video's blend of sensuality and supernatural elements creates a captivating and haunting visual experience. But if you think that's all, wait until you see Paint the Town Red. In this video, Doja Cat peels out her own eyeball, which then falls into hell. She is later seen in the company of Death and Satan. Other scenes depict her throwing bloody chunks of meat and riding a green creature through the sky. Obviously, the imagery evokes the sense of satanic ritual, amplifying the video's dark and provocative theme. Critics and fans have responded positively to Doja Cat's use of these themes, praising her creativity and originality. Her ability to seamlessly integrate mystical elements into her work without overshadowing her musical talent has earned her widespread acclaim, establishing her as a unique artist. Princess Nokia. Princess Nokia openly practices witchcraft and features it into her music and public persona. Her track Brujas is a direct nod to her spiritual beliefs, featuring imagery and themes related to witchcraft and empowerment. The music video for Brujas is a visual celebration of Afro-Latina spirituality and identity. Princess Nokia and her crew are depicted performing rituals, casting spells, and embracing their cultural heritage. The video's visuals, which include scenes of women in traditional attire conducting ceremonies, highlight the themes of unity, empowerment, and spirituality. For Princess Nokia, this celebration of witchcraft is both personal and political, challenging societal norms and reclaiming cultural practices. In the song, she places a curse on all the haters with lyrics such as "Don't fuck with my energy" and emphasizes their mystical power by declaring, "We as them ghetto witches, speaking in tongue fall on the floor, got sage on the door." Princess Nokia often discusses her spiritual beliefs and witchcraft practices on social media, providing fans with insight into her spiritual journey. In an interview, she shared that her personal journey into spirituality began at 19 years old. Reflecting on the past years, she described it as a transformative path filled with challenges and rewards, testing her discipline, commitment, and well-being across emotional, psychological, and spiritual dimensions. She also shares images of her altars, ritual tools, and ceremonies, offering a glimpse into her personal life and beliefs. Her embrace of witchcraft and occult themes has led to both admiration and controversy. Fans who share similar beliefs appreciate her authenticity and openness, while critics sometimes view her practices with skepticism. Kreayshawn. Kreayshawn's visuals and music often feature gothic and occult elements, blending contemporary themes with dark and mysterious aesthetics. Her work includes imagery that plays with themes of modern consumerism and identity, intertwined with darker, more mysterious elements. Kreayshawn's breakout hit, Gucci Gucci, is known for its ironic take on consumer culture. The video, while playful and appealing, includes subtle gothic elements. Kreayshawn's fashion choices and the video's dark color palette hint at a deeper, more complex narrative. These elements create a contrast between the song's lighthearted critique of materialism and the underlying themes of identity and empowerment. Fans and critics have had varied reactions to these elements. Some appreciate Kreayshawn's unique take on contemporary themes, viewing her use of occult symbols as a bold artistic choice. Others see her use of these symbols as a marketing gimmick designed to attract attention. Angel Haze. Angel Haze's music and visuals often include mystical and dark themes, adding depth to their narratives of struggle, empowerment, and self-discovery. Tracks like Battle Cry and Cleaning Out My Closet reflect these elements, creating powerful and evocative stories. Battle Cry, featuring Sia, is a song about overcoming adversity and finding strength in the face of hardship. The video complements this narrative with mystical and spiritual imagery. Scenes of Angel Haze walking between two dark trees, surrounded by ghostly figures, create a haunting yet inspiring visual story. But that's not all. The use of light and shadow, combined with the song's powerful lyrics, reinforces the themes of resilience and transformation. The lyrics of Cleaning Out My Closet were quite provocative, touching on dark, painful personal experiences. But in an interview, Angel Haze discussed the creation of this song, saying, "I have scars to show you." She revealed that these scars inspired its raw and unflinching nature. Listening back to it, she felt a sense of disgust, a reaction she wanted her listeners to share. Well, her goal was to highlight how wrong these experiences were and to provoke strong emotions. She hoped that a father listening to the song would be moved to fiercely protect his daughter and ensure she could always confide in him if something went wrong. Audience and critical responses to Haze's works have been largely positive, with many praising her for her honesty and transparency. Her use of mystical and dark elements is assumed to enhance the emotional impact of her music, resonating deeply with fans who appreciate the raw and authentic expression. Tinashe. Tinashe's music and visuals often feature occult and mystical imagery, but have you seen her music video for Naturally? It's a clear depiction of what we can call a satanic ritual. The video starts off with Tinashe in a white dress, guiding a flock of sheep toward a horned scarecrow that might represent Baphomet. The mysterious setup is followed by Tinashe performing what appears to be a ritual sacrifice to the scarecrow. It's a powerful metaphor for the price of fame in the music industry, suggesting that she's willing to follow some very dark rules to succeed. The sheep in the scene seem to symbolize her fans, much like the imagery in Travis Scott's Stop Trying to Be God, where the audience is depicted as sheep. In her video, Tinashe leads her flock to their doom, implying a sacrifice of her fans for her own gain. It's a striking statement about the darker side of the music industry and who these artists might truly worship, though many will likely dismiss it as just artistic expression. After the sacrifice, the video gets even more disturbing. Tinashe is shown rubbing blood on herself and even drinking it, reminiscent of occult rituals believed to keep one youthful and beautiful. This scene exposes a darker side of the music music industry. The video continues with Tanashi and 5 dancers engaging in what looks like a ritualistic dance. Tanashi, now covered in blood, stands in the middle with flashes of Baphomet in the background. The climax of the video is an unsettling bathtub scene that symbolizes a satanic rebirth. Tanashi climbs into a bathtub filled with blood, smiling in a devilish manner. This imagery mirrors what we've seen from other artists who seem to undergo a symbolic rebirth through dark rituals, hinting at the extreme lengths some might go to for fame. Over time, fans and critics have noticed Tanashi's consistent use of these themes, even in more subtle forms. However, after releasing the video for Naturally, it has sparked significant concern. The inclusion of mystical and occult imagery in the video raised eyebrows, evoking discomfort and skepticism. This departure from the norm doesn't necessarily sit well with everyone. Nonetheless, as expected, she maintains a loyal fan base who passionately defend her artistic choices. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, click on one of the boxes playing on your screen to watch more similar content.